a search on the internet. So if you just get up Google and then type in UCLan to a Google search, and you'll see that you can then go straight into the student lobby from there. So if you click on that, and you'll see this page comes up, and then you can click into the library catalogue. And once you're on that page, you can click onto the online library, and you'll see on this page everything that you need for you to do any kind of search really, but we're going to focus today on doing a database search. So just so you know, you can access different aspects of the online library here on the left, or you can go down the centre and click on e-databases, and that'll bring you to a list of databases that are available for you to use. And there's absolutely loads, and you probably won't need them all, but if you click on M, you can see that you can get through to Medline. Or you can go back and you can just actually scroll down the list, and you'll see here there's loads and loads and loads of them. And I put on the PowerPoint presentation, you'll see those databases that are most specific to midwifery, and you can just search specifically for those. So if we do go to M, and we are going to do a search under the Medline database, you can find it and click on it, and then this page comes up. Now if you're in the university, you can go to direct access, the top link. If you're off or working from home, you need to go off university campus link and click on it, and at this point you'd need to use your Athens password, so you just need to type that in here. If you haven't got an Athens password, then you need to contact LIS on extension 5355. They'll be able to sort you one out. So if you log on, you then will get access to the database, and this page comes up. And the library's quite funny because even though you've only selected one database, it tries to make you select more than one. So if you do want to just select Medline, you'd click here. But if you want to select all the databases to widen your search, then you can click this button here and select all. But obviously it's going to make your searching a little bit slower doing that. And you just press continue, and then you're brought straight onto the main search page. And you can just start searching using some of the keywords. So if we have a little go, if we type in birth and then press search, you'll see that quite a lot of information comes up. So these are all the different papers that have birth as the keyword in their title. So you can see there's absolutely loads of them, and too many really for you to read all of those. So you can do an advanced search, and you can use and or not, the Boolean terms here, and you can do birth and maybe midwifery if we put in midwifery. And so it will search for any articles that have both birth and midwifery as key themes in the papers. And you can see this is narrowed our search to 9,128, which is still not that manageable. So if you wanted to look more specifically or about specific aspects of birth, then again you can add another layer to the search, and you could put in birth, midwifery and say trauma if you're interested in that, and search again. And you can see that now we've got 118 results. But you can refine your search even further. On the left here, you can click for just full text articles, and you can also change the date. If you didn't want it to go back as far as 1985, you can move that across and maybe just get the last 10 years. And you can press update, and then what it will give you is all the papers relating to birth, midwifery and trauma, and done in the last 10 years with full text available. So now you've got 45, and perhaps that's more manageable. So you can do as many updates or refining your search in as many ways as you like, using the bars on the left. So let's look at some of the papers we've now got. You can see this first one here, you can click on it, and it's looking at maternal position at the midwife attended birth and perineal trauma. And that, when you click on the title, it just gives you the abstract and some further details. But you can see here on the left, you can also access the full text PDF. So if you click on that, and then you can read through the paper online, which is really helpful. You can just scroll through it. And obviously if you don't want to see every page on the left, you can click that away. And then you can save it to your files and folder. So if you click save, you can save it to your desktop, or you can save it specifically to your university folders. So I'll just get rid of that because I'm not going to save this one for myself. So that's where you save, or you can print it directly if you prefer reading things. And you can email it to yourself or to other people so that you can have a copy of it. So that's how you navigate through that. So I'm just going to go back now to the main search page. Right, so I'm just going to show you some other things that you can do. So if you just wanted the PDF text straight away, you can link it through there. You can see some of the search items that you find will have direct access to the PDF full text, which is just a quicker way of downloading that. So if we look at this one, you can see it actually says linked full text. So if you click on that, what it will do, it sometimes brings you through to this page and you just need to click on Athens login. And then it takes a few minutes for the document to be retrieved. And for some reason it's come up a little bit short on here, but that's actually the PDF document that you can save, and you'll be able to view it more effectively offline. So you can see me scrolling down through it. It was difficult to read online, so you just would save it and then read it from your paper. I'm just going to try and get the HTML. This just shows you where the document's from. Another way of trying to get the full text PDF. But it's asking you to do your Athens login again, so I'm going to go back and not worry too much about that. We'll see if we can do another one. So if you scroll down, you can see there's lots of full text available. Let's see if this one comes up a bit bigger. Okay, it's come up in a similar way. So again, if that happens to you, you just need to save it and then you'll be able to read it more easily. I'm just trying here to see if we can get it to look bigger for you. But I think it's something to do with the internet at the moment. Anyway, that's a way to access all of the full text papers so that you can read them, and then they can help you to formulate your essay. And this is a way to look for the next page, obviously, if you're wanting to look through all the 42 papers that you've searched for. So that's basically how you can do searching and get access to a wide range of different papers. If you want to save any of your searches, then you can do it by clicking here, and you can it will already make a little folder for you. So if you click onto that, that will have enabled you to save all those 42 articles, and you can go back to them at a later date. So at the top of your screen, you'll be able to look for Medline mesh headings. That's something that you will have looked at, and you can actually click into a tutorial that tells you, because if you're struggling for keywords and you don't know what keywords to use, mesh headings has basically already done all of the different headings that you need, and you can look at this tutorial online. But we're not going to look through all of that just now, but it does give you some information on how you can use mesh headings, and you can have a little look at that in your own time. Right, so I'm just going to go back now. And show you how you can search for mesh headings. So let's type in something to do with midwifery. Well, let's put in midwifery. Term contains, and then you can press browse, and then you can see that Medline's already got a topic area called midwifery, so that's great because that means that they've already combined all of the articles relating to midwifery, and then you can look for subheadings that relate to midwifery. So let's look at the midwifery history. So you click midwifery and then you click on history, and then all it will do is search for anything in their database with midwifery and history as the key themes, the major concept. So you just press search database after you've done that, and then you'll get 1,348 results of articles relating to midwifery and midwifery history. And then again you can further refine the search by putting in extra details up at the top. So you might want to do midwifery history and characteristics. And then search again. And then you've got 7 articles that you can look through that would have those as the major concept, those themes. Well, it's a bit more manageable. But you might find when you look through that that feels too narrow, so you could go back to the wider search and start looking through the list. So there you go, there's an article on the history of midwifery. Home births and birth outcomes in Guernsey. If you do see that there's a paper come up that's got no link to full text or PDF, then you can go and get the details and try and do a search for it either on the internet through Google by copying the information and data and maybe going into Google. And you can do a search that way to see if there's any other way of getting access to the full text. And you can see there's one just there, maybe that'll give us access, or it might just be another citation. So this is what I do when I'm looking for full text. I try a few different avenues so that I can actually access the article. But that's not coming up, so it's just a citation. We'll just scroll down and have a little look somewhere else. No, it doesn't look like there's anything on that particular paper that we can access free online. But if we get the author's name, then you can sometimes do a search on Google just with the author's name. So if we try that, if we put midwifery today, and then the author's surname, well, it does give us midwifery today issue, but yeah, you have to pay for it, so we won't be able to access that. But you can send off for these articles if they're really essential to your work through the library. You can fill out a request form and the library will send off for that for you for free. And sometimes there's just like a sort of pound charge, something like that, which is obviously much cheaper than doing it this way. So that looks like it's about it really, just different ways for searching for information using databases, and then from databases trying to access full text through the internet. So I hope it helps. Okay, that's it.